Verdansk is here, and with it, some of our favorite OG weapons have returned. The Kilo, Amax, and HDR are back as new weapons, and we'll talk about how to unlock the Grau at the end. This is Henry, I'm Swarley, and we're here to teach you about the new metas today. I want to hop into Verdansk, so let's get to the builds. First, we're going to take a look at the CR56 Amax. Now, starting with the optic, this is really preference. I like the Volshkiev reflex. You know, it's got a nice aim, not too much visual clutter. Jason Armory 2 times is great. Willis 3 times, you know, big map, depends how you want to run it. But I'm going with the Volshkiev. For the muzzle, they have brought back the monolithic suppressor. We're getting increased bullet velocity and damage range. That's going to be incredibly important. This is the biggest of all the maps we've had, so we have to really keep up when it comes to range. Next up is the reinforced barrel, range and velocity, but I also like the recoil pattern with this one better than, you know, say the Gain Twist barrel. The Gain Twist has a little more of a horizontal recoil, but reinforced is the go-to for me. Vertical foregrip for horizontal recoil control. Magazine, we are going extended mag 2. That's going to give you the drum magazine. 60 rounds, incredibly important. Rear grip, we're going quick draw, increased ADS speed. For the firing mods, again, it's up to you. You could put on overpressure if you want a little extra firepower. I'm putting on the recoil springs. Like I said, big map, we want as little horizontal recoil control as possible. And this doesn't. This is a straight line. There's like no horizontal recoil with this thing at all. It is nuts. Watch this. I'm not even gonna hold the joystick. Yeah. You just hold down. Just hold down, you're gonna be fine. On top of that, the TTK with this thing is so incredibly quick. Y'all, I think this is gonna be the #1 weapon. I think we're gonna be sitting in #1 meta spot with the CR56 Amax. Next up is the Kilo 141, my personal favorite from back in the day. You know, for the optic, I'm half tempted to put a hybrid flip on there, just for the old days. But for now, we're going to put on the Willis 3 times. I have a feeling that this is going to be kind of one of the prevailing scopes again. And now, keep in mind, these builds are going to look very similar. We obviously have meta attachments that increase the stats certain ways, reduce recoil, and, you know, it's going to look pretty similar. Next up is the monolithic suppressor, just like the other one. Now, this is on page 7 of the battle pass. So if you guys don't have it, you are going to need page 7. You could probably put on another suppressor, porta compensator, something else, you can fill it in. But the monolithic suppressor is going to be the attachment you want. So page 7, I think it's like the second or third thing in there. Get to it, unlock it. Keeping with the last build, we're looking at the reinforced barrel, vertical foregrip, extended mags #2. Again, up to 60 rounds, incredibly important. Quick draw grip. Also, this is an important part. If you guys are new to the game, you've been off for a while, you can generally only have 5 attachments. You're probably like, Swarley, how are you doing this? If you put on the gunfighter perk, you can't have 2 weapons, but you can have an 8 attachment build, and that's personally how I like to run them. If you do want to run a 5 attachment, just take off the rear grip, the stock, and the firing mod. You'll be fine. You're going to be great. It's going to be a great weapon. But, you know, get the 8 attachment. Spend the extra bucks. It's worth it. Trust me. Let's finish this thing off. Infiltrator stock. And unlike the Amax, this thing's recoil is already crazy good. So we're just going to put on 5.56 overpressured and run it like that. You don't even need the recoils. You don't even need the recoil springs with this. Oh, look at the recoil pattern on this thing. You really don't even need the recoil springs. That is crazy. Also, the TTK on this is really good. It shoots so quick. You know, just a little bit of recoil to the left, hold down right, you're fine. You're fine. I'm not even like a demon. You know, I'm just a regular old Joe. I'm not doing these 360 no scopes, but this thing is nuts. Give it a shot. Snipers, I think, are a little easier to get away with the 5 attachment. So we're going to start with the 5 attachment, then I'll add the other 3 to put it up to 8. Starting off with the monolithic suppressor, Gain Twist barrel. Hi, Ann. Do you want to say hi? Say, hi, chat. Hi, chat. Hi, chat. All right, monolithic suppressor, Gain Twist barrel. Next up is the lightweight bipod that's going to give us a little better accuracy. Quick draw grip, because if I know this weapon, I was watching some old gameplay. This thing was a slug. A slug when it came to ADS. We're definitely going to want a quick draw grip on this. Last but not least, the 108mm overpressured rounds. Better bullet velocity. I think this is going to give us that one-shot effect. I'm thinking, all right? Don't hold me to it, but I'm thinking this is what's going to give it to us. Now, if we are putting this up to an 8 attachment, we are going to throw on the magazine. Now, extended mag 2, I think, is just a little too much. I think it's going to make this clunky and hurt the ADS speed. That gives us 9 rounds, too. We don't really need it. So, a little bump up to the 7 if you want the few extra rounds. It's fine. It's fine. Do it. Next, we can get some flint resistance with the heavy stock. Last but not least, we're looking at the target laser. A little better accuracy. You know, you have a laser that can be seen. Up to you. Here is our Grau build. Now, this right here is the most important. That's your firing mod. This is the SWAT 556 Grau conversion. This is what you need to turn it from the actual weapon into the Grau, right? So we're going to look at the monolithic suppressor, vertical foregrip, fully auto extended mags, the only one you can get. It puts you up to 50 rounds. Quick draw, infiltrator stock, target laser, okay? The problem with this, you know, in my opinion, is you can't put a different barrel on, right? So we can't get a gain twist, we can't get a reinforced, you're kind of stuck with what you have. You know, it's fine. It's fine. It might not be the biggest deal, but I do like having a little bit of variety. Now, a lot of people love this for the iron sights, so you can run it that way. You can put on the Jason Armory 2 times, you can put on the 3 times, whatever. Up to you guys, but this is the build overall. This has a little more recoil, and I don't see it being as viable, but it does feel like it hits really hard. So that is the recoil pattern. Forgive me, I put this on a blueprint, so we got some weird visual clutter here. But this does have, I mean, it's fine. Now, it feels like it has a little more recoil, but this thing hits so hard. It hits so hard. Look at it. Y'all, this thing's kind of mean. So, if you guys could, what are you running first? Kilo, Amax, Grau. What is it? If you got to pick one, what are we picking? Well, I hope this has helped. Obviously, as we get into Verdansk and stats change a little bit, we are going to be updating the meta builds. But I wanted to get ahead of the curve, give you guys some great builds to try out. You can tweak them as you see. If you think we're putting the wrong barrel, if you think we're putting something wrong on, let us know in the comments. If you guys think there's some things we could tweak to the builds, let me know, all right? We're all learning together. We are live weekdays. Make sure you guys like, subscribe, notifications, all that fun stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Swarley out.